Since you couldn't hear me, my name is Dextera and I'll be taking over the hosting station for the next couple of runs. Stay tuned, we are finishing the setup. Okay, right now it's time for Rise and Shine, Any Percent by Paulister. Good luck.
All right, hello everybody. I am Paulister, and this is Rise and Shine. It's a lovely little game, 2D shooter, puzzle, platformer, and all that stuff. And it is jam-packed with a lot of game references. But because I don't really want to stall much longer, because I fear I might run over estimate again, I'm gonna just get started immediately. So everybody ready on the countdown? In 3, 2, 1, go!
Gayberth has been invaded. A kin named Rise has found himself in the middle of a war that somehow he's been chosen to fix. So yeah, this is a whole city in shambles, and it's our job to fix everything. And we're having a small flashback from whatever the cutscene was all about an hour ago. And one thing you'll notice is that we skip a lot of cutscenes. And I'm mashing a lot of keys at the same time just to mash through these cutscenes because we really don't care about what these cutscenes are all about. Am I saying cutscenes too much? There's nothing I can do about it. I'm gonna reload real quick here. I'm gonna take it extra safe here. And then I'm gonna mash shift. And I'm gonna get the first unlockable for the day, which is the laser scope, which is gonna help me hopefully aiming at these monsters, which I'm not gonna be shooting at all. Instead, I'm gonna be looking for these big bad boys that take multiple hits and are essentially the biggest trouble, the biggest issue we have to deal with. Also, I kind of lost my cursor there. And I'm gonna do that again. Yeah, here's the problem with these bullets. These red glowy bullets, the small ones can get you in 2 hits, while the big ones get you in 1 hit instead. And so I have to deal with these guys while only killing the big ones. I could, of course, just go for the safe strat, but what would be a marathon run without a little bit of risk? Thankfully, this time I don't have to deal with that, and I'm through this section. So I'm able to just sit here and wait for these robots to kill me. And at this point, I've already hit a checkpoint, so I can easily just respawn, like so, and then unlock the next unlockable, which is... Whoops. That was not supposed to happen. Mainly because I'm supposed to be good at this game. So we unlock this radio-controlled bullet again, and we use that to reach around the spaceship and detonate this little power core, which turns off these thrusters. So we're going to use that quite a bit over the course of the run, and hopefully we won't run into too much trouble. I'm going to try and go for a cheeky reload here, and then aim at this little rope here just to destroy this bad boy. And then I'm going to headshot this guy. Gonna reach over for that reload button, and then switch back to the RC bullet to headshot this guy in the face. It's nice. It's cool. So that's the first section of the game where we're trying to get through this kind of war zone. And that's where we get our next unlockable, which is the electric bullet. And that's going to help us fight through these other monsters that much faster.
And we're going to use that to disable this, this wall for this gate, which is going to allow us to get to the next section, like so. And then there's a cutscene here, which leads us to a gymnasium of some sort, where we're being told that we are the chosen one, and we have to fix the world as it is. But we have been assigned a warrior, somebody who can help us in this quest. And this guy, we're just gonna dash ahead a little bit. He's gonna be like, oh no, it could be dangerous. Oh no. Oh, what's this glowy thing? Oh no. So yeah, that guy is dead. And we have to deal with his absence by, you know, being good at this game, unlike him. And we're going to fire another bullet. The first one was to disable, to block off the turret, because otherwise, if we were to go through with running the bullet for the first try, the turret would disable the bullet, and we would be in a world of hurt. We'd have to redo it. So we're going to switch off the RC bullets here, just to deal with these bad boys. I'm going to take the hit here. I can afford a hit. Again, with the small bullets, you can sort of afford a hit. Yes, I've reloaded. Oh boy. And I'm afraid I'm being a little bit cautious here with my RC bullets. I make sure to deselect the aiming function and then re-enable it immediately afterwards, because that allows us to well, because there's a glitch in this game in which, if you're not really careful, you might just die in between RC bullet firings, and there's no way you can avoid it. But we are through that. It's a very small puzzle section here that you have to get through. And we're moving on to this elevator section, which has this big ol' robot. We're going to ready up our cursor here on the side of the screen and start running. As the elevator stops, we dash off to the edge, aim at the thrusters, emptying our magazine, and then watching. If you get all 10 bullets right on, then with one single magazine, you'll have that robot disabled. Then just dodge the grenades, head back to the elevator, and that's us. We're heading straight to our first of two bosses of the game. This boss is called level 999, and it's supposed to be very OP. But as you are about to see, boy, are they lying. I'm not going to be very honest. Also, Flappy Bird. Again, did I mention that this game is filled with game references? You can go ahead and give it a try and try to see how many references you can spot in each screen. But for now, let's just talk about the boss itself. There is always a little phase here that we go through where it shows us some weak points, and we're supposed to shoot them. If you don't shoot them, then a big mega death laser will fire, and it's gonna kill us. Now, for these smaller lasers, we can actually afford to get one hit from those without actually dying. So that's pretty cool. So we can cheese that in a sort of way. In the meantime, the general function of the boss goes: it has a life bar, and you need to empty it to reveal this robot's weak point. And then you need to RC bullet your way to it, as you just saw on the first cycle. I'm going to take it a bit safe here, and I'm going to move out. I'm going to reload here, because there's a second laser cycle. Just like that. Reload. Empty my magazine, and hopefully... Yep, there we go. Get an RC bullet out, and into the weak point. And as you might have noticed, with each cycle, these attacks get more ferocious. So, in the first two cycles, the smaller laser will fire twice. In this cycle, it'll fire 3 times. These smaller orbs will kill you instantly if they touch you, because they're the big glowy red ones. And then, again, this laser fires 3 times instead of the usual 2, but that's no problem because we're kind of good at this game. So, yeah, we defeated this boss nice and easy. So what we're going to do now is we're going to mash through this dialogue. An airship comes to save us. and then a cutscene plays, which we're then going to mash escape just to skip real quick. This guy is just like, oh, I can take you to the heart of the problem. All you need to do is help me get there, essentially. You're the one with the gun, I'm the one with the brains. So, yeah. Kind of here with the short end of the stick. What we're going to do here now is we're going to fire this. What we're going to do afterwards is we're going to mash shift. I had the wrong bullets equipped. So I'm going to try this again. Gonna move forward, headshot this guy in the face. And hopefully, there we go. We're through. Oh boy. Ah! Yeah, I wasn't dashing nearly fast enough. So I have to slowly dash through again. And this time I actually have to fight these robots. There's no actual skip here. I'm gonna fire this to destroy this first of these pink robots, because those robots only take human bullets, and I want to deal with them and the switcheroo that happens in the meantime as little as possible. So if I can get away with killing all the monsters on the same bullet type, I'll probably give that a try. Oops, that is a fire geyser, and you don't really want to get hit by those, because as you might have noticed, you die. And yeah, we have to do this entire section all over again, yada, yada, yada. Get that guy again. Yep, there we go. Got that one. Just don't die. Easier said than done, to be honest. Reload. Come on. Come on. Come on. Jesus. Now we're going to wait. And we're going to take this little damage here. Now we're going to prep our electric bullets for this next part of the fight. Because this robot takes electric bullets, and we're going to aim straight at him. Oh, wait, never mind. I'm bad. And I'm forgetting what bullets each robot takes. Then I'm going to switch to the human bullets again. As we go into this next section called the zombie section. Essentially, it's a pitch black section where you have to fight some zombies. And of course, if you get too close, then you immediately die to those. Just so you know. The rule of thumb for these monsters is aim for the eyes. Also, try not to knock over the table. Thank you, Blocksmeister. And this is the flashlight add-on that we're going to be using a little bit. Now we're going to skip a small section. You're supposed to shoot all these zombies, but why do that when you can just, you know, skip over them? Gonna reload again. I'm gonna wait for the next upcoming zombies. Again, aim for the eyes, which is essentially a headshot. Come on. And then these two medium-sized lads and the short one are my sign of saying I can come through. And now I'm gonna switch to the electric bullet and the RC add-on for this upcoming section. Because in this section, I have to guide this bullet through this maze while avoiding all these other red glowy thingies. I'm not going to go through there because otherwise that would have disabled my bullet. But there we go, we're through. And aim. The button's down. Then once we get some free time, I'm going to unload. And then I'm going to try to get this guy without him getting his laser at me. Oh, boy. Okay, there we go. That was good. And just like that. I wish I could reload. Give me a second. Another reference there. Well, at least one more that I can discern quite easily. And after this section, that's the end of the zombie section, by the way. After this one, we're going to go to a small little cutscene skip. And then another one after that. And you'll see how that's going to work in just a second, if I can get this next section proper and nice. What's our time like? Decent. Okay, moving on. So we're going to go up here. The path below is going to get blocked off, and we're going to empty our magazine on this bazooka while immediately reloading. You jump over it, and just like that. the big mothership comes back again, and this time it's unloading some grenades at us. Oh, boy. Come on. Oh! Well, I died. That's a shame. But yeah, that's where the cutscene happens, and you're supposed to not die until that happens. Gonna reload real quick. Again, that's also a one-hit kill, so you don't really want to die there. Fill this meter up. Dodge the grenades. Oh, boy. Ah! Whoa! Got him. All right, so that's that. And we dash immediately to the right, and we die to the next thing we find, because that skips an entire cutscene. And then we do the same thing again. We go through this wheel, we stand under it, we don't get squished, like I just did. And just like that, get the cycles just right. I got squished again. Nice! This is great. This run's amazing. Give me a second. I'm just gonna, moving on. This is a lovely game, as you can see. So I'm just gonna stop here. I think that's what got me the previous 3 times. And this lad, I have to actually go to the right to trigger this section. This lad is gonna come in and fire his bullets at us. His big death laser. But we have a response for that, and that is RC, which I didn't set up properly. There we go, that's better. So our goal here is to not get hit by those extra bullets and make it to the other side to one-shot this guy in the head, just like that. See, it's that easy. You don't have to die 3 times on something arbitrary. So I'm gonna reload real quick here. Disable my human bullets and go to the electric ones so I can get these guys. Come on. Jesus. Yeah, this can be quite annoying, but we're through. Only dead shall pass. And so we... What? Whoa. That's never happened before. Oh, yeah. So yeah, that was a bit of a troll. This is an intentional part of the stage. You're supposed to do these things. Get that. We don't die to these bullets. And there. Nice. And now we get the last add-on that we're going to have for this run, and that is the grenade. Which is going to be... whoops. Which is going to be very useful, as you'll find in a second. So we're gonna get this grenade weapon, and we're gonna help this guy with his mind-controlling robots that are sapping his life away. This pardon my gas. This guy is a golem, and we're trying to help him purify his heart because his health is being sapped away by robots inside his body. Yeah, literally, we are going to enter the place where his heart is, and we're going to get rid of all these nasty robots. This happens in 3 cycles. This is the first one. You have to kill enough robots to fill up the meter that you see on the heart. And when you do that, a little spot you can fire your electric bullet, like that one, will show up. At which point, I'm given the freedom to shoot an electric grenade. I can Kobe it in, like that. Switch up, reload, and on to the next cycle. There's another 2 of those, as I just mentioned, and we're just firing away at these pesky robots. Oh, come on. There we go. No, that's the wrong robot. That's the wrong kind of bullet. Just reload. Get those bad boys at the top. Oh boy. Dodge all these bullets. I'm just gonna get rid of that robot that's crawling at the bottom because it can be a little bit annoying. And then I'm gonna Kobe another grenade in. Very nice. Good old swish in there. And as my health regenerates and I've reloaded all my weapons, we get to this phase with this annoying little mosquito type of robot. And all the others are kind of operating on the sense that at the top ones, once they reach directly above you, they will start parachuting down. So you need to get them before they make it all the way down, because that essentially behaves in the same way one of those guys in Super Mario World behaves, where he just fires down a lightning bolt and there's just a wave of flames coming in. If I can just get that last weak point, and we can just dodge the last bullets, like so. Colby another grenade in there, like so. And that's the end of the golem fight. And it's really easy, and it's really simple. All you need to do is not be bad. It's not this difficult. And I'm not paying attention, and I should be. But there we go. So we're at the end of the golem phase. But remember, before each dialogue, you have a little bit of a window to move. If you move here, the hand will squish you, and you will die. So don't do that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move away from my mouse, and instead I'm going to mash my shift button with my two hands. This is because I'm hoping to get a particular skip coming up. I don't have to worry about shooting these robots. I never have. I'm just going to make it through this section, and as this cutscene plays, I'm hoping for these grenades to hit me. No? Come on. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. Actually, I'm just going to do it manually. And let's just start again. And then as that happens, I'm going to move away. And make sure the path is clear to my right so I can move away from that section. Open up the portal, the little sections again, and I'm actually going to make it through this palace section without a scratch, which is quite unlike me, to be honest. Now this robot comes along and is all like, nah, I'm not going to let you pass. And we're like, dude, shut up. You've lost your skin. Quite literally, in fact. Oh, good God. Come on. There we go. Come on. Ugh. Let's have it. Thank you. There we go. And that's that little monster. So we're going to reload as we're dashing into the palace here. And what comes up next will be an auto-scroller section that I'm hoping not to die on, essentially. Essentially, we're trying to charge an electromagnetic pulse, which is going to get rid of all the enemies in our path. But in order to do that, we need to fend off the enemies ourselves manually with this cannon for as long as we can. So we're going to be staying back here as much as possible, and I'm going to be eyeballing my finger. I'm going to be putting my finger mostly on the reload button for this mission, just so I can make sure that I have enough bullets at any given point. You get back here. You're not getting away from me. Just get these bullets in. Make sure I don't run out of any at any given point. Just dodge these ones. And the world record holder for this game will normally go for damage lists through this section, but I'm not that good. So I'm just going to go right. Will I survive, essentially? That's the rule of thumb here. Survival. There we go. Gonna reload, get rid of these last few robots as we move on to the next section. 22 minutes. That's all right. That's an all right pace, I think. I wouldn't be able to tell you, to be honest. I don't remember my splits actively. Now, the thing that you saw in between these two little shielded robots is a bit of a target. It's a collectible that you can get in this game and is crucial for the 100% completion of this game. So if you saw an ESA run of Rise and Shine, that's what we did for 100%. We tried to reach all the accessible targets and then just getting through them. These mosquitoes are back again with a vengeance. And, I took my first damage. Rip. Rip that. Whoops. That's a lot of damage. That's probably more than I'm willing to handle at this point. So I'll probably be a little bit more cautious over the next few sections. Not shooting away all these bullets, making sure that I don't get fired, don't get shot at and hurt. Because this last section is essentially bullet hell. So we want to make sure we have as much health as possible going into it, essentially. And there it is. There's this lad again, who's trying to be a meanie, essentially. We're not gonna let him. He wants to be all mean-like, but this time he has these 2 phases. They have 3 hit points. He has 3 hit points this time. And all I have to do is survive the next 10 seconds, this onslaught of bullets and enemies. I'm just going to try and make sure I don't get hurt with what is precisely in front of me. But we're home free, the MP has been charged, and everything is dead. And that's the end of the auto-scroller section. Bitmonk AS if you're not that good at dodging things and shooting at them, but you should be fine with a little bit of practice. Moving on to the next section, we have made it to the NPC village, and we're trying to get in. We're going to do that by going through all their systems of defense. The first one is this. We're going to be shooting this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch to a grenade. That's too much. Yeah, I'm just going to let that fall. And I'm going to try again. 1, 2, 3. Did I get enough? Ah. This is difficult. I'm just going to do it from here, I think. 4. Just going to move back a little bit, and I'm going to take it safe. But that's good enough. It falls into this weight plate. Opens up the gate. But in order to drop the gate again, you need to get the weight off the plate. So we're going to fire a grenade. Destroy the fruit. And then we're going to move on to this next section. Get the cursor ready because we're going to have a small ambush of enemies here. The first of 2 we're going to have in this section. Get the grenade out. This lad is going to be a bit of a pain in the badonkadonk, but we got him. It's all right. And on with the next section. Try not to get hit by the bullets. Try to hit the other robots. Switch to the grenade. Get this lad. Get this robot. And that's the end of the ambushes. From here on out, it's puzzles only in this section. We're going to reload, because what we're going to be making good use of is the grenade for this next section. Firing at the eye. I shouldn't have done this. Never mind. I'm just going to reload. Now we know what this does. If you fire a grenade and sticky it onto the eye, this boulder falls down, and you have to time it right to get the set of jaws down, which reveal that switch up there, which we're going to proceed to RC bullet our way down. Reload. Switch back to normal bullets. Ugh. And just like that, we're going to move on to the next section. Again, we have this one robot that is really annoying and only takes normal bullets instead of the electrical ones. Here it is. But this time, we also have those meanies from before that parachute down and cause a huge fire wave on their wake. We're just going to empty our magazine on everything, switch to the grenade mod, sticky it onto the wheel, let that roll down onto a switch that's down there, and that activates the gate, which lets us into the actual NPC town, that's a good shout, actually. And we're through with this section. In this upcoming one, we have what I call Kobe. That is essentially a basketball minigame that we need to do in order to get our the part that we need for the airship back. that part is going to help us get to the very end. So we're going to talk with this fancy fellow. Gonna say, yeah, we want to do a challenge. And we're going to start here. The goal is 21 points, and as you're going to see, it's relatively easy. Oh, never mind. Hang on. There we go. Sometimes the recognition is a little jank, so there we go. And if you use the normal bullets, you get a small amount of time save. Because that detonates the rackets shortly after they score the point, and you can immediately get the next one. One more hoop. Perfectly done. And all I can do now is chill for the next 15 seconds. So, Mr. Dextera, if you have any sort of blurbs that you want to point out, the stage is yours.
All right. Let me start by telling you who we are. We are the Benelux Speedrunner Gathering. We organize monthly gatherings in the Benelux for speedrunners. We are streaming live from Alphen aan den Rijn in the Netherlands. We also want to thank ESA for supporting the event and for allowing us to stream on their channel. You can also consider using your free monthly Twitch Prime subscription right here on the ESA channel. You will get access to both ESA and the BSG emotes, and you get to support both the events. And of course, we are raising money for the Dutch Cancer Society, nationwide organization committed to fight cancer while aiming for more cure and a higher quality of life for those already battling the disease. 95% of your donations will go to the Dutch Cancer Society. The other 5% will help improve BSG. Back to you, Paulister.
Thank you very much. So yeah, we just the minigame just ended, and we got the part that we needed. All we needed to do now was just reach the end of the stage and call up our professor on the airship. And now that takes us to the final boss of the game. Woo! Yeah, hopefully I won't choke it this time. What's going to happen here first is I'm going to dash ahead into the final boss, and I'm going to fire 2 grenades directly at myself. That skips a cutscene. We need that to save some time. So I'm just gonna make my way downtown, walking fast. Faces passing. I am homebound. And then just repeatedly mash the mouse button until I respawn. And that takes me immediately to the final boss. Good luck, have fun, let's do this. So he has 4 different attacks he can do. One of them is this little floating ball. The other is, again, those bullets that really hurt a little bit. The other one, in the first phase only, once he reaches about half health, he's going to start charging the Super Mega Death Laser. But we're going to be able to empty out the magazine before he does that. What I'm going to try to do here is try to get a cycle skip, either on this cycle or the next. I wasn't able to get it here, so I'm going to try it next time. Start unloading my magazine on this lad. Oh god. Again, these rockets are not exactly very kosher, so I'm just gonna try and stay as close as possible to them. Another mosquito enemy, just because this boss wasn't annoying enough as it is. I'm gonna have to deal with him first before anything else. Cool. And then I'm just gonna, as he fires off his last bullet wave, I'm gonna empty up my magazine, get another one of these bad boys ready. Ah, I couldn't get it. So we're gonna have to go through the 3rd cycle. That's fine. Hopefully I am competent enough to go through with this. Hopefully. That is a big if. Gonna wait for both of these fists to home on me each time they do. I'm gonna, again, clear out the path for these bullets so I won't have to die in the event that... Oh boy. Oh boy. Ugh. Okay, I'll take this, and then I'll deal with this mosquito bad boy. Reload, as we go on to this final little homing bullet section. Down to the last hit, and that's the end. That's Rise and Shine, the final boss. All we need to do now is some final exposition with the person who's behind all of this, and we find out that it's our dad. Yes, Dad, I guess, doesn't like video games, but I wouldn't know. I have not paid attention to the story ever since I first played this game. I've only played this game just to speedrun it. Instead, our dad traps us here, and he says, oh, I don't want you to destroy all the enemies, because that destroys me too. So I'm going to trap you here forever. But we get Shine to kill us, and that automatically respawns us immediately. And we move on to the final temple, where we get a game engine, and we get to disable the enemies. Get ready on time, Tech, because this one was a very short run, and probably a marathon PB. So once I click on enemies, that's time. Yep. That's the cutscene, and time. $34.10. Yep. That is indeed. We're underestimate. Redemption for BSG 16. So yeah, we made it. That was Rise and Shine. It's a lovely, short game. I suggest you want to try it if you want to try your hand at a small game. But yeah, besides that, I don't think the credits say something interesting, but this was a Spanish developing team, a Spanish indie development team. Very good people, very in touch with the speedrunning community. And they were able to help us a little bit with some glitches that we came across and to just get the word around about this game. So yeah, that is all. I've been Paulister. This is the last you'll probably see of me for this event. So yeah, thank you everybody for having me. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the marathon. Donate to the Dutch Cancer Society. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Paulister, for that wonderful marathon PB. Next up is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by Rashla, any %. For now, we'll be running some quick ads. Stay tuned.